this is Positive Love Heals coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. I'm about out of breath. Let me tell you, I had the best workout today, jamming to my Everything by Jonathan Reynolds. Man, that son does give me life. Nevertheless, I'm here to talk to you real briefly about stage blessings. See, I've noticed on Facebook, and even talking to different individuals and learning stories about their friends, that a lot of people, as we already know, are dealing with such a huge amount of hurt, disappointment from friends, business partners, relationships, etc. You know, I've been there too. I am not exempt from that. But what I want to tell you is that blessings are staged. Stage blessings, meaning to where a lot of these things I found occur in life in order to push you towards your calling, to push you towards your purpose. What is it that you're here to do? What is it meaning? What is it that you're here to do to make people happy, love themselves, feel better, etc.? It could be a skincare product. I don't know. You know, I just know mine is Positive Love Heals, helping to teach people, to energize different ones and coach ones, to transform their lives into speaking, thinking, and living a positive lifestyle. And I mean, it does take daily work, day by day, step by step, moving forward. You know, that's my motto. That's what I do. Power, love yourself to positive. Nothing happens overnight. You know, we're living in this microwave, quote unquote, generation where we feel that as soon as we send a prayer up, or as soon as we do an act of kindness, that it's supposed to immediately come back to us. I do believe that some things immediately come back to us, but just like a microwave, when you press that microwave, you still have to put in the time. Even if you don't dial in the time by yourself, you have to press something that's associated with time. And that product, that item is not ready, until the buzzer goes off and it says beep, then that's when you know it's hot. That's when you know it's ready, typically ready to consume. Sometimes you may even take the item out the microwave a little bit too early, and then you realize you taste, oh, wait a minute, it's still cold. Oh, it's not quite warm enough for me to consume, for me to digest. So guess what you end up doing? Most people just don't throw it away. Most people take that item, you put it back in the microwave, you set the timer again, and then boom, when it buzzes, usually that's when it's ready. So when I say stage blessings, woo! When I say stage blessings, I remember this one time I went for an interview some years ago. And I went to the table, and it was just me. I was the only black lady at the table, you know, and this is not a racist thing because I love all people. I love all religions. As long as you speaking good and you thinking positive and you living positive and you acting positive, shoot, you cool with me, you know, period, point blank. That's just how I am. That's how I was taught. But anyways, I was sitting at this table. I was the only African-American black female at this table interviewing for a marketing position. And so I was at the table. I already felt a little uncomfortable. I wasn't as developed as I am now, as far as mentally and loving myself and believing in myself. So when they began to have conversation, I was just like, man, you know, this kind of, you know, I don't know nothing about what they're talking about. You know, they say croissant, I said bread, you know. So anyways, they got on the subject about Starbucks. Now, I'm not promoting Starbucks because Starbucks not paying me to promote them, okay? So I'm just going to say it like that. But they got on that that topic. And they were talking about how, oh, this was delicious and that was delicious and how this one tastes better than the other one and how that one have less calories. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this time, I wasn't really buying no Starbucks. I don't really buy too much of it now. Here and now, you know, they start paying me to promote their items. I'll buy a whole lot and eat a whole lot. You understand what I'm saying? But when they started talking about Starbucks and going back and forth, I was like, well, shoot, I don't know nothing about that Starbucks. And then I thought about it. I said, let me change the game. Let me be me. I wasn't trying to jump in that conversation. You know what? I'm going to be me. So that's when I says, well, I don't know about y'all. I says, but Racetrack had free coffee the whole week. Let me tell you, when I said that, the entire table turned and said, oh, what? Racetrack have free coffee? What? Really? And I was like, yeah, it's mighty good. That's what I have here. So that's just a brief example about stage blessings, loving yourself. Step by step, moving forward, believing in you no matter what. These things come to us in life to teach us so that we can learn, so that we have a clear understanding of who we are and what it is that we're supposed to do. And not just for all selfish gains, but we're supposed to share this information with others. I don't care who it is. When you have an opportunity to share goodness and lightness and positivity, share it. But don't just share it because it sounds good. Share it because that's something that's in your heart that you're striving to perfect daily, you know? So anyways, the last story I'm going to give you about stage blessings. Every blessing don't come for everyone at 20, at 30, nor at 40. But God doggone, I'm ding, 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 I'm hitting at 40. And let me tell you, I'll never forget, this story came back to me. About 15 years ago, I ran into this very successful attorney here in Tampa, Florida. And you know, she told me a story, and I didn't get why she was telling it to me then, but I get it now. It just came back to me when I was out here doing my running and my routine. She said when she hit 40, it came to her. She needed to return back to school. She needed to turn back to school and go to school to be an attorney. So when she shared this with her friends, mind you, they all, got a little something going on. Excuse me, they all got a little something going on. That's why I need me an assistant. So when stuff like that happen, I can be like, can I have a Kleenex? That's coming, don't worry. But anyways, let me get back on topic here, She said that when she went and told all her friends that she was going to go back to school to be an attorney, they all laughed at her. They cracked jokes. How are you going to go back to school to be an attorney and you already 40 years old? You're too old to go back to school to be an attorney. And she told me, she says, honey, she had to block out what all her friends said. But you know what? She says, they're not laughing now. They all be waiting for invites to come to her fabulous home. Let me tell you, this lady had a swimming pool. Now, I don't been in some nice houses, you know what I'm saying? But I like how she had this house done. This lady had a swimming pool, right? Closed indoor, all glass, right? It had the lake view, of course. But would you believe, I have never ever seen a tree house like this before in my life. She had a tree house built inside the pool area. And a tree house had the stairs that kind of go in a circular motion. When you go upstairs, like a spiral motion, that's what it's called. It was a slight little spiral motion stairway to get up to the clubhouse. And I'm quite certain that this just wasn't no average clubhouse that was connected to the pool, which was inside the house, glass doors with a whole nother lake view, whole nother river view, pardon me. So anyways, I'm just here to say that blessings come in stages. And as I said, it ain't over. You may have been hurt. You may have been pushed down. You may have faced bruises and feeling some ache. But it ain't over. You better get your percentage up, and keep moving forward, period, no matter what. Step by step, moving forward. Love you the positives. That's what I'm doing. I'm fighting to love myself, baby, every day. When I feel like a part of me is getting down because I start thinking about what somebody did and what somebody didn't do, I say, I'm going to shake that off. I ain't got time to be sitting there laying down in sorrow and pity about who coulda, shoulda, woulda, dulda. Bump that. Oh, no. I don't keep a care. Like I said, I don't care if they say you average. Okay, you may be average, but let them know. Don't mistake that averageness. Did I just make up a word? I probably did. I told you I make up words. I make up words all the time. Love it. Don't mistake your averageness, my averageness, for my greatness. That's all I'm saying. Blessings come in stages. So every time you move forward to your purpose, every time you realize that it's something more that you got to do, step out, move forward. Because every time you accomplish that and you master that, another door opens. And then that door may be a connection of meeting someone that's going to bless your investor, or just meeting someone to give you some more information to help you go to the next level. Or that blessing may just be peace in your mind, peace in your heart, peace in your spirit, so you can keep going on forward through another day. Or that door may just be a financial blessing. Blessings come in all shapes and forms. That door can be a blessing to where it saves your child from an incident, or it spares someone's life. So anyways, blessings come in stages to teach us so that we can learn, so that we can share with others, understand and share with others what we have found out, what we know, And now, it ain't no need for you to be having to sit here and people around the corner trying to steal blessings for somebody. And if you hear somebody doing something, say, I'm going to beat them too, and I'm going to go ahead and get it done myself. Well, you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and do that. That's been done to me some years ago. I ain't even going to go into no details, because somebody on here may be the person who did it. You know what I'm saying? They know what they did. I ain't got to remind them. But anyways, that being said, if someone steals an idea from you, quote unquote, you got to know, like a sister of mine said, you got to know that where that idea came from, it's many more to come. Jesus Christ, the light of good, didn't just give you that idea just to leave you there. He gave you that idea to move forward. If he gave you one, he'll give you 1,000 million more. You know what I'm saying? And to those that's around here stealing ideas and stuff like that, you know what? Guess what? That may take you a long way. But honey, behind that right there, boy, is a whole lot of something that you don't even want to deal with, you know? So just be true to you. Be loving, be kind. Ain't no need, collaborate. Ain't no need to be hateful and spiteful and malicious. Collaborate. There's stages and blessings for all of us. When you take the time out to walk through that, then when you acquire it, you know what to do with it. You can appreciate it, you know? So stages of blessings. Love yourself. Be true to yourself. I sure hope y'all could see me when I was filming because my arms got tired. I was out here working it out. Let me tell you, if you listen to that everything about Jonathan Renner, baby, that is life. That song gave me life. All right, so I'm out of here. I'm getting silly, so that let me know I'm tired. It runs in the family, Pound Jones Nation. But nevertheless, positive love heals. Love yourself, no matter what. Move forward, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and lay down in that crap. You know, get up, get up, get up, get up. Move and get up. Even if you don't know all the steps that you need to take in order to make it happen, move anyhow. Move forward anyhow. It'll come to you. Love yourself. I'm out. Peace.